of S.S. Simmons. This is webfilmschool.com, and this segment is about actually purchasing film stock, buying film. Let's go to the trusty clipboard now, and what I'm going to teach you in the next couple minutes is how to buy film for your movie and save approximately $30,000. Did you hear that? Save $30,000. Now, here's your first piece of information. There's only one way to make a film look like film. Buy film. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, we're going to shoot on tape. Let me give you some information. You shoot on tape, it looks like tape. You shoot on tape, transfer it to film, it's still tape on film. There's nothing wrong with tape. We call it digital. Film looks like film, tape looks like tape. You want your film to look like film. Let's buy film. But the bottom line, it always comes down to money. Money, money, money. It's a business. Here's the bottom line. If your budget, you have access to more than $150,000, then 95% of producers shoot their feature film utilizing film. If your budget is under $150,000, then 90% of producers shoot with tape. So the bottom line is budget. Let's assume you have at least $150,000 buying film. So where are you going to buy film from? The manufacturer. Well, here are two manufacturers, Kodak or Fuji. Which one are you going to buy? Here's the bottom line. You don't know the difference. What movie did you see last week? Was it shot on Kodak? Was it shot on Fuji? There's the answer. You don't even know. Bottom line, though, is you'll probably buy Kodak, not because it's better, just because it's more common in America, but let's get a good deal buying Kodak. What width are you going to buy? Film comes in 8mm, 16mm, 35mm, 65, 70mm, mostly 35mm. So we're going to buy 35mm film from Kodak. Now, what speed are you going to get? What is speed? It's sometimes called ASA rating. The higher the ASA number, the quicker it captures the image. So you're going to buy 35mm film, high speed rating, 400 to 500 ASA from Kodak. And aspect ratio, shooting and framing. Aspect means if it's 3 inches tall by 4 inches wide, which is TV set, that's a 1:3:3 aspect ratio. The movie screen, movie theater, is a little bit wider. That has a 1:8:5 aspect ratio. Let's get into money, though. You have enough about film now. What does this stuff cost? 35mm film runs through the camera at a speed of 90 feet per minute. So if your movie running time is 90 minutes, running at a speed of 90 feet per minute, your final transfer print is 8,100 feet. If you have new phrase, shooting ratio, means you do a lot of takes and a lot of angles that aren't in the final print. So if you're at a shooting ratio of 12:1 and your final answer print is 8,100 feet, you're going to probably purchase about 97,200 feet. Let's round it off to 100,000 feet of film. And when you buy 35mm film, you buy it in either 1,000-foot rolls or 400-foot rolls. You only buy 400-foot rolls for a handheld shot because it's lighter to hold the camera with 400 feet than 1,000 feet. So let's go buy about 100,000 feet of film, usually 1,000-foot rolls. 1,000-foot rolls cost approximately $700. But you negotiate, never pay retail, you negotiate in a phrase that's called cents per foot. So a 1,000-foot roll at $700 is actually 70 cents a foot. Here's a piece of information. Never pay retail in the film business. So Kodak film retail is 70 cents a foot, but how we get a deal is by telling the Kodak salesman, I think I'm buying Fuji, which is about 55 cents a foot. Ooh, that's a discount. The white market, are you buying from Kodak or are you buying from Fuji? Gray market, these are stores that deal in what are called buybacks, factory sealed, recans, and ends. This is film purchased by the studios, brought to the set, but they didn't use some of it. They don't turn it back to Kodak or Fuji. These secondary stores buy it, and they sell them back. You can buy buybacks, factory sealed, from these stores at 50 cents a foot. You can buy recants at 30 to 40 cents a foot, and you can buy ends at 10 to 20 cents a foot. Let's tie this up all together. If you want to buy 100,000 feet of film directly from Kodak and you are naive and stupid enough to pay retail at 70 cents a foot, that's $70,000. But if you know how to negotiate and haggle, talk Fuji with Kodak, and buybacks, recans, and ends, you'll buy 100,000 feet at 40 cents a foot, which is only $40,000. You have just saved $30,000. Once again, I repeat, never pay retail in the film business. Now let's see what you've learned. Let's cut to the chase. Here's what you've learned. Buying film. If your feature film budget is over $150,000, you will probably be shooting in the film format, and you will buy film from either Kodak or Fuji. If your budget is an ultra low budget, 6-to-1 shooting ratio, you're buying about 50,000 feet. If you're higher in budget, you're a low budget feature film, and you can do a 10-to-1 shooting ratio, you're going to buy 80,000 to 100,000 feet of film. And if you're a studio feature film, they usually have shooting ratios 25-to-1, and they buy about 200,000 feet of film. Now, when you buy directly from Kodak, please don't pay retail. They're going to be selling you film at about 70 cents a foot. Fuji is maybe 55 cents a foot, but you're going to probably be buying film, combining it with the gray market, which deals in Kodak and Fuji buybacks, recans, and ends, at average prices of 10 cents to 40 cents a foot. Here's the bottom line when buying your film. Never pay retail. Get a discount from Kodak or Fuji, maybe some recans and ends, and you'll save 30 to 50%. And that translates to saving $20,000 or $30,000. That's buying film. You've just got an amazing amount of information in 5 minutes, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. I have a 2-day film school that's 1,000 minutes of information loaded with practical filmmaking tips. And if you can't wait or you can't attend the 2-day film school, it's all right here in my DVD film school. 16 one-hour DVD filmmaking lessons with 4 intensive filmmaking workbooks. Whether you want to launch your career as a producer, writer, director, and even an actor, here's the bottom line. I'm Dov S.S. Simmons, and I guarantee to give you all the information you need to launch your career with either my 2-day film school, my DVD film school, or my streaming film school. Now, here's the saying. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So eventually it's going to be up to you. I hope you take my 2-day film school or get my DVD film school to launch your film career. Please take action. God bless. Happy filmmaking.